last A matches like a fish. So you can go through the examples. And,
Okay, hi. Given a pattern and a string, if the string follows the same pattern, here follow means a full match. So that there is a bijection between a letter in pattern and a non-empty word in a string. Example: input pattern ABAA. It's dog, cat, cat, dog. That's true. ABBA, sorry, and ABBA, dog, cat, catfish is false. Okay. All A's and dog, cat is false. All dogs and false. Okay. So, okay, let me draw something on whiteboard. Okay. You can able to see my.
Okay, yeah, I can see your board. I mean, it's not that clear, but if you have any questions, let me know. And the example actually clarifies. Okay, yeah, it looks good. We have a full
good, right?
So
okay, so the input is. So you have given the input is like A, B, B, A, and the out and the string dog, cat, cat, and dog.
Yeah.
So we need to return the output as true because the A is corresponding to dog and B's are corresponding to cats.
Exactly.
And A again corresponding to dog. Okay, and to ask some to understand my knowledge about question, like this is string 1 and this is string 2, right? Okay, let's assume. So if the string 1 and string 2 contains only the lowercase letters, or does it contains any uppercase letters or repeating letters?
No, it contains only the lowercase letters, as I told you, and also it is separated by the space. The second string will always be separated by a space. You won't be having some of the weird characters. So when you look at the question chart, the last thing, you may assume pattern consists only lowercase letters and string contains lowercase letters that may be separated by a single space. It won't be separated by, something else. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This string will be separated by a single space.
Okay. So does the string contains AA and dog, cat, dog? Can this happen? The length of the string and length of the string 1 and string 2 can differ, or like is it exact match?
No, it's an exact match.
It's an exact match. Okay. I think we can use an Hashmap here.
Okay. Go through this. I mean, whatever you're thinking, you can.
Yeah. It's so as you said, if it is if string 1 is an exact match to a string 2, then we compare each letters with each first small substring in the string 2. Say for example, so we take this string 1 and string 2 is a pattern, right? Or like string 1 is a pattern, right?
String 1 is a pattern, string 2 is actual string.
Okay. So we take this string 2 and we convert it to array using string 2 dot split.
Okay.
Using space, right?
Okay, using space. Okay, looks good.
So we'll get the string array here, right?
Okay.
Okay. So now I'll be matching the okay. I'll be matching the first letter, element of this character array to the first character in the string 1 that we can do. So we'll be assigning that value. So A corresponds to dog. Okay.
Okay. How do you assign it?
Okay, it's how do we just put it in a hash map like key and a value.
Okay. Sounds good. And then what's the
Okay.
key and what's the value? I mean, is it a key, a character, and then the value is a string?
The key should be the key should be from the from our pattern for dog. It should be this one should be key, and this one should be pattern value. Sorry, value, and here it is A. Now we will try to assign for the cat if it is B. Okay. Now now we encounter cat, right? So now we will check whether the cat cat dot get value. Say map dot cat of map dot get of cat. We will get the value as B, right? So we will match it with the B here. If it is equal, then we are fine. We will just move to the next part. If it is not equal, we just return false over there.
Okay. It looks like
that's what our solution.
It looks
Do you
like
want me to write? Do you want me to write down our solution?
Yeah, I want to write the code. And,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll write it down.
I just want you to implement it, and then think about some of the base case scenarios too.
Okay. So string 1 is equal to ABAA, and string 2 is equal to say dog, cat, dog. Okay. Okay. Say what our function should be. Our function should be returning a true or false. So in this case, the return type should be Boolean. I'm assuming it does return true or false. Like, is it okay or like?
Yeah, it's
the return type.
Let's make it simple. It returns true or false. That's it.
Okay. I mean, so it's pattern matching or name.
Okay. Well, that sounds good to me.
Okay. String str string pattern.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
First and foremost thing, we will check the length of the string and the pattern should be same as we assumed.
Perfect.
Okay. String dot length is equal to say if it is not equal to pat dot length, then we will return false.
What is pat?
Pat is the pattern.
Okay.
Yes, the parameter. Okay. Or like we may have one more edge condition, like both string values are equal to 0. Like okay, that's fine, right? So we just check string dot length equal to 0 and pat dot length equal to 0, then we'll return true.
Can you assign pat on the top? The pat. There is no pat, right?
No, it's there in the argument, right?
Okay, but if you have pat, this will always return false. Could you think of it? So, for example, in the above example, string dot length will be 4. Pattern dot length will be like 12 or 13.
Yeah. That's what we assume, right? Like string length and the pattern length should be same.
Yeah, I mean the pat dot length.
I'm sorry. I understand what you're saying. We need to convert the array pattern dot length dot array, right? Okay. That pat dot.
Can you
split dot length, right? that will give the character array and
Perfect.
that length, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Dot split of space. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So now after covering our base conditions, like we'll just jump to our code. Okay. So first we need to have a character array. Not character array. String array. String array. Say p as a pattern is equal to pat dot split. I just have missed the space here.
Mhm.
Split. Okay. So now we'll be having a pattern. All the words in the pattern in a pattern array. So now we will be a string. Yes, considering each string, like putting each string into the putting each word in the pattern and comparing it to the each character in the string. We'll do with this for loop, and we just use s dot pattern and p
Perfect.
here. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. So instead of using for each loop, I don't want to do twice. So I can use int I is equal to 0 and I less than p dot length, and p plus, not I plus plus. Okay. And say now we need to compare. So I forgot to declare the hash map. Okay, I'm declaring the hash map because of the space thing. So
Okay.
hash map, in hash map we are storing a string first and then a character.
Okay.
That is map. Okay.
I'm okay with that. New hash map. You don't have to
Okay.
run.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
the board is too.
Second. Okay. So it's map. Okay. Say if okay, if the map doesn't contains the contains key of p pattern word p of i, then we'll put map dot put p of I or string and corresponding character from the string one dot caret I. Okay, so we'll be putting for 0th element, we'll putting the 0th location element. Okay? And if we have already entered into the, if you have already put the first one, then we'll check corresponding, say, then we'll check the pattern with the next element in the string one. So map dot put, map dot get p of I. If it maintains, say for example, we have dog here and we have a here. So we are checking that case. Okay. Map dot get of p of I, that is equal to we'll get the character corresponding to the dog is here. So we need to check with the string one of caret of I. If it matches, okay. If it is matches, we'll just return I plus plus. Else we'll return false. So after completing everything loop, we then return false, then we'll return true. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just take a negative case and go through the code. A, B, A, say it's dog, cat, cat, dog. Okay.
Okay.
I'm using this place for the hash map here. So initially, we'll check the length of string 1 and length of string 2, both are equal.
Okay.
It is equal, and we don't return false. Okay, we just go to the next condition. Both are not equal to 0, and we didn't execute this one. Now we'll just convert the string that is pattern to string array. Now for the 0th element, we put dog in the hash map using this line, dog to A. Now we will be checking another thing for cat to B. So there is no cat, and we will be inserting into the hash map and cat to B. Now we have a cat in the hash map, and if we have a cat in the hash map, we will check. We will check. Okay. We will check that map cat value, which is B, is equal to character of I. Here I is 2, which is A. So B is equal to A, which is false. So it goes to the else and returns false here. Say if it is B only. So then if it is B and B, which is equal to B is equal to B, we don't need to put again cat is equal to B in the hash map, because we already have it in the hash map. So that's why I'm moving the pointer to next position. Now our pointer to here. Now again it will check. It will check dog to A. Again, we have a dog in the hash map, and it will return A here, and A is equal to A, and it will return. It will move the I pointer to 5, and it executes this for loop, and it returns true.
Okay, I have one more scenario to run. Can you run this scenario? Input pattern is ABBA, and the string is dog, cat, catfish. Can you write on the board? I'll tell you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Input pattern is ABBA.
Input pattern is equal to, say, pattern or the string?
Pattern. ABBA.
Okay.
The first param. First param.
Okay. First param is string. Okay.
So in your thing. Okay. ABBA.
Okay. And pattern is equal to?
Pattern equal to dog, cat, catfish.
Dog, cat,
catfish.
Catfish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you run this?
Okay. So both the strings are doesn't matching, so it won't execute this one. Both the lengths are not equal to 0. It won't execute this one. Go through the for loop.
Okay. Yeah, you can go through the for loop. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So we split the pattern, that is dog, cat, and catfish, and we make through a for loop with each element in each string in the pattern. So for dog, we'll put A in the hash map using this line.
Okay.
If map it doesn't contain a dog, so we'll put corresponding character element A in the hash map here. And next, and the next thing for cat. So for cat, for cat here. Okay. For cat, we are putting so cat is also not there in the hash map initially, so we'll put the corresponding value to I. So cat to B here. Next, our cat, right? Next, there is a cat in the pattern. Now our pointer to I here. So now our pointer to cat, right? So cat is there in the hash map. So it checks here.
Okay.
It checks here. It checks the corresponding value in the hash map, that is B, and it checks the corresponding value in the string, that is B. So B is equal to B. So we make I++ here. Okay. Now our pointer is moved to A here and fish. So fish is not there in the hash map. So it directly puts in the hash map fish to A. Okay.
And then you return true, and which is
And
actually
I return true. Yeah.
which is actually false.
Yes. I think we need to put string into the keys. We need to put the reverse way. Right? Key to value.
Okay.
A to dog. T to cat. And A to fish. This one will be false. So I put the other way in the hash map.
Okay, sounds good. I think
Yeah.
I don't.
I think I don't. I think I don't increment it twice. We need to continue here. That's my another point. We need to continue in the loop. We should not increment the I. That's another flaw.
It doesn't go there, right?
Yeah.
It goes to the next condition. Okay. It's going to increment by 2.
Yes.
If you do I++, okay.
Yeah.
And also you don't even have to do anything in the if condition. If you want to leave it, you can leave it.
Yeah, we should not do anything like, so yeah, so we can write is not equal to this one and just return false. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And we
Sounds
have
good.
35 minutes more.
How much time it took right now?
25 minutes it took, and we have 35 minutes more. Okay, and
we have only 20 minutes, and there is one more problem I'm going to paste on your place. So
yeah,
let me paste it. So yeah, sounds good. I mean, I like it, that solution. The only thing was that difference.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't read the pattern as a B, A, B, A. It's there in the question. I took this one as a string and this one as a pattern. That is the issue. Yeah, always read the question first.
And then I would give you a simple one because we don't have more time. So
yeah.
Okay, Lavan. So I'm pasting you one more question.
Okay.
So in the chat. Yeah. So read the question. Let me know if you have any questions.
You pasted it in the chat?
Yeah, I pasted in the chat.
Given array, write a function move all. Okay. Given an array of numbers, write a function to move all zeros to end of it while maintaining the relative order of the non-zero elements. So this is the input, and you must do this in place without making a copy of array. Increase the total number of arrays.
Okay, there is an example too.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So 1, 3, 12, 0, 0. Okay. First and foremost thing, does the array contains any negative numbers?
No, the array doesn't contain any negative numbers.
Okay.
You have any other questions? Let's make a change. If you want array to contain positive numbers, I mean negative numbers, that should be fine. for the simplicity, let's make it like only positive numbers.
Only positive.
Positive
Okay.
integers.
Okay, positive integers. Okay.
There's no double. There's no decimal. Only decimal.
And we must do it in place.
It's in place. Yeah, that's the question. So
okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I got the problem. And stop sharing it. Okay.
That's cool.
You can view me. Okay. Okay, let me hold on 1 second. Sorry for the disturbance. I think you can see it clearly now, right?
Yeah, it looks good. And yeah, you can think out loud, or if you have anything, you can just talk to me. And yeah, if you have anything.
I'm looking for my duster. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. So, okay. Let me write down the input array.
Okay. The input array is 0, 1, 0, 3, 12.
0, 1, 0,
3,
12.
12. And the output array is 1, 3, 12, 0, 0.
1, 3, 12, 0, 0. Okay. What comes to my mind is since okay. So for example, okay. Say what if the input array is like this: 0, 2, 0, 1. Say for example, this 12, this is 3, this is 1, this is 3, and this is 0. Okay. And what our output needs to be?
12, 1, 3, 0, 0, 0.
12, 1, 3, 0, and 0.
1, 0. There are 3 zeros.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
So these elements, these non-zero elements order should not be changed. Right?
It might be same.
Now the order of the non-zero elements. If it is changing, then it should be 1, 3, 12 or like 3, 1, 12, right?
It shouldn't change. The order
should not change.
Preserve the order. Yeah.
If we have 1, 3, 12, then it needs to be 1, 3, 12 only.
Yep,
That's what.
It should preserve the order. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we will have a 2 pointer here in the start and here itself in the 0th position and the 1st position. So if our pointer okay, so if our say for example this one is pointer 1 and this one is pointer 2. So if pointer 1 and pointer 2, okay, if pointer 1 is 0, then we switch that element with a pointer 2 only if pointer 2 is not equal to 0.
Okay, I mean you can do it for 1, but what about the rest of them?
No. Say if pointer 1 is 0 here, okay? Pointer 1 is 0. If pointer 1 is 0, then we will swap. We will have a swap function. We will have a swap function which will swap both pointer 1 and pointer 2 elements only if. So okay, I'll write swap only if pointer 2 is not equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, if pointer 2 is equal to 0, then move pointer 2 to next element. Okay, next element. So if say for example if we have 0, 0, 12 3 and 1 0. Okay, so we need to make these three numbers here, right? Pointer 1 and pointer 2. If pointer 1 equal to 0, then we'll check the next element. Pointer 2 is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, then we'll move this pointer to here. If it is not equal to 0, until we'll move this pointer to next element until we found a non-zero element. Okay.
Okay.
So then we'll swap this function 12, 0, and 0. We'll put pointer 1 here again, and we'll put pointer. At this time, we don't need to put pointer 2 here, and we'll move both pointer 1 and pointer 2. So the pointer will become is pointer 2 will be here, and so if it is non-zero, we'll just swap it. Then our elements becomes 3, 0, and 0, and 1, and 10. Our pointers, both pointers needs to be moved to here, and we'll just replace this one to this one. So it will be 1, and it will be 0, and this one to this one, and this one is not equal to 0. Then we'll move this one to this one. That's how it needs to be done, I think.
So how do you increment the pointer? The second pointer and the first pointer. Do you check for each value, or how do you check the value?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So say for example, consider this scenario. Okay. 0, 1, 0, 3, 12. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This one is pointer 1. Okay. P1. This one is P2. Okay. So we check first P1 is equal to 0. Right. So if P1 is equal to 0, then we'll check P2 is equal to 0 or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if P2 is not equal to 0, then we'll move this P2 to here. Okay, until we find the P2 is not equal to 0 element. We'll just have a while loop to change this P2. Okay.
Which pattern are you looking? The first condition of the P1 and P2. What condition are you checking? The P1 and P2. Yeah. What's the condition that you check?
Okay, so if P1 of say for example P1 of P, say this is an array of P of 0 is equal to 0. So we'll just have a P1 to P of 0, P2 to P of 1. Okay. So I'm looking for the values. Okay. So P1. So P1 is equal to 0. Then I'm checking if P2 is equal to is not equal to 0. If P2 is not equal to 0, then we'll swap it. Swap with the P1 to P2. Okay, we will have another function which is swap, which just swaps.
Okay. Let's think that we already have a swap function.
Okay, which just swap element at P1 and P2. Okay. So if it is P1 is equal to 0, else P1 is P2 is equal to 0, then we just move only point of P2. P2 is equal to okay. We should not take values here. We should take indices. Okay. We increment P2 plus plus, so that our pointer is moved to here. Okay. Which is 3 here. Okay. So we will have a while loop here until the value at P2, P of P2 is not equal to 0. Okay.
Value of P2.
Value of P2 is not equal to 0. So we have a do while condition. So first we don't know the P2 is equal to P2 plus plus, and we do this until while value of P2 is equal to 0. So until this condition, we'll just move our pointer to the non-existing, like non-zero element. So once we found it, again we do a swap function. P2, P1 comma P2. So, right?
Okay.
So now our P2, say for example, our P2 is 0 here, and we have a okay, we have 1 here. Okay. So now I'm checking with if P1 is equal to 0 and P2 is not equal to 0. So if P2 is not equal to 0, this goes into the while condition, and it checks for the it checks it already having the value 0, and it will increment the value of pointer P2. Okay, and now it checks P2 value of P2 is equal to 0 or not. It is not 0. It executes this loop, and it exits that loop, and it will swap P1 with P2 here. 0 and this one. Okay.
Okay.
And now after swapping, we need to move our pointers. Once, so this thing like move our like pointer 1 and pointer 2 to the next element. So we will we have that in the swap function. So swap P1 comma P2. So these are the indices. Say for example, we also pass the array. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So A of P1 is equal to A of, say for example, we just store it in the temp value, and A of P2 is equal to A of P1, and A of P2 P1 is equal to we store it in this temp value. 1 second. Okay, we store the A of P1. So this is wrong here. This is A of P1. This is temp. We store the A of P1 value in the temp, and we assign the A of P1 value to A of P2 and A of P1 value to A of P2. Okay, this is A of P2. And we also increment pointer 2 to these pointers. These are indices, right? We have this as a global variable. We increment both these values so that after doing a swap function, it will be incremented. So now our P1 and P2 will be here, standing at here. Now again, it's now our basic if loop will check P1 is equal to 0. Then it follows the same pattern.
So what's the time complexity for this one?
It should be O of n square. O of n square.
Can you make it in O of n? Can you find a solution to make it in O of n?
Okay, let me think. Okay. Okay, let me try it this way. Okay. So we'll just take this example 0, 1, 3. So we'll start from the left to from the right to left initially. Okay, we check the value of element at the n-1 index. This is n-1 index, right? So if it is not equal to 0, then we just swap with this first element here, right? So we just swap it with first if which will so we have a pointer here. Okay. Okay. So we have a pointer at 0. Okay. 1, 2. This is pointer 1. This is pointer 2. Okay. If pointer 2 value is not equal to 0, okay. Yeah, I just thought why not having, I initially have the 2 pointers side by side. I am just thinking, why don't we have the pointers at 2 corners of the array? So initially I'll check the pointer 1 and pointer 2. So I place it the 0th pointer 1 at 0th location and pointer 2 at n-1 location. So I'll check one of these pointers, like if pointer 2. So if you come, we can do either way. So we'll check if pointer 1 value is 0. Then we need to see, we need to move out to this this 0 to the last position, right? And we will just so we just need to check whether this pointer 2 is holding 0 or not, right? So if it is holding 0 and we decrement our pointer 2, okay, this we decrement our pointer 2 and we'll put it here. Okay, if this value is 0. So if it is not 0, then we'll swap the pointer 2 with pointer 1. Pointer 2 with pointer 1. Then this 12 becomes here, and we have 0. So initially we have like this 12 and 0. We have 3. Let's assume. Okay. 0, 1, 0, 3, 12, 0. Okay. So now this pointer 2 value is equal to 0. Then we decremented our pointer 1, moved our pointer to the left side of the array, and we are just swapping this pointer 1 with the pointer 2. So because pointer 2 is not equal to 0, then it will become 0. Okay, then it becomes 12, 1, 0, comma 3, comma 0, comma 0. Okay. Now our pointer 1 value to we increment the pointer 1 value here, and we also increment the pointer 2 here. We check whether any of these one is 0. No. Now we increment the pointer 1 only. Okay. And we check pointer 1 is equal to 0. Then if it is equal to 0, then we also check pointer 2 is not equal to 0. Then we'll swap it 3, 0, 0, 0. And when our pointers cross each other, we'll just stop. So I think we can do this in O of n solution. And it's an in-place update. So do you want me to explain it again? Or?
So how did you move the pointer to the left or right?
Okay. Let me.
Can you write the code?
Yeah.
I want you to write the code.
Okay, I'll write the code. Okay. So we don't have to return anything here. Do we need to return? Do we need to return the array?
No, you need to return. Let's keep
sorted array. Like.
Let's keep it simple. Let's not return anything.
Okay. Okay. So the void is the return type, and the function name should be move zeros to end, and we are given with an integer array. Okay. Okay, integer array. First and foremost thing, we need to check for the sanity check. That is, if integer a dot length.
Let's not check the sanity. Let's
Okay.
directly do the code logic.
Okay. 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 So we'll place the point. We'll have two pointers. P1 is equal to a of 0 and int P2 is equal to a dot a of a dot length minus 1. Okay.
Yep.
So we'll have both the pointers at start of the index and end of the array. Okay. So I'll have this output array. Say for example 0, 1, 0, 3, 12, 0. Okay. This is P1. This is P2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now I will check. So I'll do a while loop if P1 is less than P2. Okay. Initially, I'm sorry. P1 is, so we should not only check, we just need to have this one. We need to check only the 0 and length minus 1. We should not take the actual values. That's a mistake. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Now, I will be checking if a of P1. So I'm going from left. This can be written from right to left and left to right also. So I'm doing the left to right way. If a of P1 is equal to 0, so then I'll check whether if a of P2, we have P2, right? Okay. A of P2 value is equal to, if it is equal to 0, then we will decrement the P2 value. That means I'm moving the pointer here. Okay. Okay. And okay, I'm writing P2 minus minus. Okay. And if it is not equal to 0, then we'll have a swap function and we'll just pass these to P1 and P2 and it will return P1 comma P2 comma A. It will be swapping this 12 and 0 here. 1 comma, it will become, this one has become 12 and this one has become 0 and this pointed to decrement and this pointed to increment. Everything will have in this swap function which I wrote earlier. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you want me to write that too?
No, don't write this one.
Okay. And that's it.
What do you think? Is it done or is it something that you need to tweak?
So if P1 is not equal to 0, then I will increment P1 here. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So let me write the swap function so that we will have a clarity here. P1 comma.
No, I mean swap
P2
function.
comma. Okay, we will have the swap function temp. Integer temp is equal to a of P1 and a of, so we'll, in place of a of P2, we'll have the a of P1 value, and in place of okay, it's temp a of P1 A2 and a of P2 value, we'll have the temp, and we increment the P1 value and we decrement the P2 value. Okay.
What is P1 and P2? Or the indexes?
Indices.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, do you want me to go through the example? Okay, I'll go through the example. Okay, so we'll just use this example here. 0, 1, 0, 3, 12, 0. Okay.
Can I give you an example?
Yeah.
Yeah. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1.
0, 0,
1, 1.
1, 1. Okay.
Okay.
So we assign the value to 0, P1 to 0 and P2 to 5 here. Okay, which is a of length minus 1, that is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. So initially we have P1 is equal to 0 and P2 is equal to 4. Okay. So now 0 less than 4 if a of P1 is equal to 0. Okay. Okay. I know what you're saying. Okay. If a of P1 is equal to 0, then I'll be checking this value with this one. So this one is not equal to 0, then we'll just have a swap function and it will go inside in here and it will decrement the value to here P1 and it increment the value to here, and the final output would be like this after 1, 0, 0 and 1, 0. Okay, right? This 1 and this 0 is swapped. Now P1 would be 1 and P2 would be 3. Still 1 is less than 3, we'll check a of P1 is equal to 0, that is 0. Then it will go inside and it checks a of P2 is equal to 0. No, and it goes to the swap function again and it swaps these values 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Right. Now again it goes inside this while loop. Since a of, so this one is incremented to this one and P3 is equal to 2, right? So we decrement the value, right? So will 2 is less than or equal to 2, so we don't need to check it. Yeah. So it won't go into the loop here because 2 is less than or equal to 2. It returns false here and it go into this while loop. Some sort of it. Even if we have a number here, for
Okay.
example 2,
My
it
question
will
is,
be 2 here.
so what if can you do for the input 0, 0,
Okay, 0, 0,
3, 2, 1?
0. Yeah.
Yeah, can you do that? Same thing.
It will.
What happens during the first iteration? The
In
0,
first iteration, this 1 and this 0 will be replaced. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be 1 here and it will be 0 here, it will be 2 here, it will be 3 here.
Okay, second iteration?
Now, in the second iteration, this 0 is replaced with this 2.
Okay.
Okay, then 2 will be there here, 3 will be there here, 0. Now, our pointer 1 and pointer 2 is pointing to same thing, same value. So pointer 1 is less than its point 2. 2 is less than 2, it is false and it won't go into this for loop and it doesn't even check whether if it is 0 or 3.
Okay. So, did you notice that the order got changed?
Yeah, the order is changed.
It should maintain the same order.
Okay. Okay. Okay, now we need to check. So now we can check. What I'm thinking is like now we can check if pointer 1 is equal to pointer 2. Just swap these first and the last elements with the pointer.
But here the reason is it's just the order. It needs to preserve the order.
Yeah.
All it needs is preserve the order. It
The
might
order is changed.
small.
Okay. If we have more elements here also, then the order would have changed.
Yeah. So
Can you give me a hint?
huh?
Is there
So
any way we
can you
can
think of a
do it?
solution? So instead of having a 2-pointer, you can iterate through 1-pointer. You don't have it through. You need to have a 2-pointer. You can implement this through 1-pointer. Right. Did you get me?
I'm just thinking, how do we do it with a 1-pointer?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, think of a 1-pointer thing, and it loops through only once, and then it's going to fix it. So, for example, 0, 1. Can you make a smaller example? Just a small 0, 1. Erase everything on the whiteboard.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the example is 0, 1. The answer should be 1, 0. Think about this solution.
Okay. If we okay. Okay. So we will have a pointer at 0 variable. Okay. So we'll have a variable saying at 0.
Hello.
Wait. Hello? I think it's disconnected. Okay. I think I got the solution. Let me explain it. So if we'll have a variable called int at 0, so we store that index value. Okay. So we'll have a basic I in the for loop I, right? So we increment so until we reach the I is equal to non-zero element. So we move our point I value here. We check I value whether equal to 0, then we'll move it to 1 here. So then once we reach to move 1, we move the first element, whichever we get the value as non-zero, with an at 0 index. And we do this in the for loop. Right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Do you want to implement it, or you can stop the session?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's implement it. I don't want to stop. It's very easy. Let's implement it. Let's not
Okay.
take your time. Do the for loop. Start with the for loop.
So yeah, for in say for example we have 4 elements, int 1 0 2. Okay, the output is 1 2 0 0. Int I is equal to 0 and I less than a dot length I plus plus.
Yeah.
Okay, so initially we put a at 0. We just have the integer variable here. Okay, we don't initialize it.
Make it as a counter or iterator, something.
Yeah. Okay. So in C, okay, say we'll check if a of I is equal to 0. Then we assign C is equal to I. We found our first 0 value. Okay. Now we increment I.
Can I say something?
Huh?
So you need to check if it is not equal to 0. Can you make it like equal to 0 and then try it? instead of assigning all the values. A of I not equal to 0.
A of I not equal to 0.
And then open the braces and close the braces.
Okay.
And then write the code there. So if it is non-zero, what you will do?
If it is not 0.
Store the variable in the temporary variable. A of I in the temporary variable.
So my intention is like whether
you don't have to continue. I mean, can you store the variable in the temporary variable?
Yeah.
So into temp equal to, I mean, no, if condition, in the if condition.
Okay. Yeah, I'm having a variable p.
No, you don't have to assign it there. Inside the if condition, into temp equal to.
In temp equal to A of I. A of I.
And then
else if.
No, there's no else if. Can you close everything? Open. Can you remove that closing bracket? Closing thing. Okay. Down you can write array of C plus plus.
Of C.
Equal to
A of
temp.
Okay, you want me to do the temp function? Okay, swap function here itself. A of C plus plus. Okay.
Then what do you need to swap again?
Yeah.
Temp into that. You don't have to write the temp into I plus.
Okay.
One moment.
That's it. That's it.
Okay. Can you in the temp? Can you do A of C, the count variable?
We have C
Int
equal
to
0.
0. Yeah.
Okay.
And then int temp equal to A of C instead of I. A of C.
Yeah.
C here. Yeah. C. And then A of C plus plus equal to
temp.
Is equal to not temp. A of I.
A of I. Okay. Then A of I is equal to temp.
Yep. So think of a. Oh yeah. Try to run the test.
Okay. C is equal to 0. So for example, we have A of I is equal to 0. This one is not equal to 0. Then we just move here 1. 1 here. And A of 1 is not equal to 0. Then we store the value of 0 in the temp, and in temp in its value of 0 we are storing the A of I, that is moving to 1 here, 1 comma, and in A of I we are storing the value of temp, that is 0 here, comma 0 comma 2. Okay, now the I is equal to incremented to 2 here. Now the value of I is not equal to 0, then our C becomes 1 here. Okay, now I is incremented to 3 here. I is incremented to 3, and it swaps with 0 element here, A of 1, and it's 0. That's done. Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
My bad. I can do a simple swap function. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there any feedback for me?
Okay. Yeah, I think it's nice. I mean, I like the way that you approach it. And yeah, in the first problem, yeah, you use the hash map, and it's good. I like it, the first problem approach, and also the second problem, because you tried with two different approaches. Yeah, so it's good. And also, these kind of problems are like something that you have to do it before, then only you get the idea. Otherwise, you'll never get this idea. So it's not something which is really easy. The logic is easy, but you don't get it unless if you don't practice. That's it. These are the practice problems. If you don't practice before the interview, you cannot do anything in the interview. So that's it. It's good. And also in the board, you can write since the board is so small, you can write all the examples on the right side, code on the left side.
Okay.
So that would be much better. And also follow some kind of pattern. Right. All the examples on the right side in the small space, so that you can follow that pattern. Now it's like a little bit messy and sometimes you'll get confused. Follow some similar pattern to that, so that it will be really good. That's it.
Okay.
And other than that, yeah, I think your handwriting is much better than mine. So yeah, right side, write the scenarios, and the bottom left, on the bottom right, you can write some of the examples of your thinking or whatever. Use the right side to do some kind of scrapbook work or something. Left side, use it for coding, and it's good. Yep, keep on practicing.
Thank you, Mr. Rohit.